Federalist number 2 was written by John Jay concerning dangers from foreign force and influence. The government is a necessary institution that requires relinquishing some natural rights. Civil government is indispensable to human society, and in order to secure the public good, the people must necessarily relinquish certain natural rights so that the government may possess the authority required to function effectively. The American people are naturally and geographically suited for a single union. Americans share a common ancestry, religion, customs, manners, language, political principles, legal traditions, and historical experience, and are further bound together by a contiguous geography and interconnected waterways. These shared characteristics and physical connections make the people of the United States a people best suited to remain under a single national government. The existing union should be refined, not dissolved. The Union already exists under the Articles of Confederation, which were formed under the extraordinary pressures of war, and therefore lack the structure necessary for effective governance in peacetime. Now that those pressures have passed, the people have both the time and the obligation to correct the system's defects rather than abandon the Union altogether. The framers of the Constitution are proven trustworthy and deserving of serious consideration. The men who led the First and Second Continental Congresses and framed the Articles of Confederation are largely the same men now proposing the Constitution. Strengthened by experience and reflection, their plan should be judged on its merits and considered with respect, not dismissed through suspicious or reflexive opposition. And now the summary of Federalist 2. The American people must fully appreciate the seriousness and significance of the decision to adopt the new Constitution. Nothing is more certain than the indispensable necessity of government, and it is equally undeniable that whenever and however it is instituted, the people must cede to it some of their natural rights in order to vest it with requisite powers. Will the interests of the people be better supported by a federal government or divided into confederacies? It was understood by the best and wisest citizens that the prosperity of America depends on the Union. However, some politicians are now arguing in favor of smaller confederacies. The people should not support these politicians until they are fully convinced of their truth and sound policy. The connectedness of the states through their geography, how the many navigable rivers allow for easy communication, economic traffic, and friendly aid, form a kind of social bond. That this connected geography is best suited for a connected people, especially a people who have already fought together for their general freedom and have so many similar characteristics. These facts necessitate union, as opposed to splintering the people into unsocial, jealous, and even alien sovereignties. More evidence of natural unity among the people is that they share similar individual rights, have made war and peace together, and formed alliances and economic treaties with various foreign states together. A strong sense of the value and blessings of union induced the people, at a very early period, to institute a federal government to preserve and perpetuate it. The people have already consented to the formation of a federal government under the Articles of Confederation, and they did so during war, when people could not spend that much time deliberating the principles of good government. That government was an emergency government. And now that we are at peace, that emergency government is showing clear signs of inadequacy even to the men who designed it. The intelligent men from the states, having the confidence of the people and meeting in Philadelphia, have determined that a new and wisely framed national government is necessary to preserve peace and promote prosperity. They spent several months in daily deliberation on the issue and have produced a constitution which is now presented to the people for ratification. Keep in mind that this constitution is only recommended to the people for their consideration and approval, with openness to its contents and not imposed on them. Remember when in the Congress of 1774 that those resolutions were also recommended to the people, and how the people approved of them despite many strong oppositions looking after their own special interests. The same is occurring today. Those delegates to the First and Second Continental Congresses have since then grown their patriotism and political knowledge and experience, and have now participated in the Philadelphia Convention. If you believed they were qualified in the previous Congresses, then they are more qualified now, and have proposed the Constitution for your consideration. Each Congress and Convention have concluded that union is the only means for peace. Those opposed to the Union have yet to offer sufficient arguments as to why dividing the people into several smaller confederacies would be more likely to produce peace and prosperity than their continuance in one Union. They maintain that rejecting the Constitution will result in a dissolution of the Union. In this, they are correct. But such a dissolution is precisely what they desire. Most Americans wish to preserve the Union. Even these opponents implicitly admit that adopting the Constitution is conducive to that goal, which is why they want you to reject it. I hope that every reasonable American can see that the dissolution of the Union will be the end of what makes America great. Thank you for listening to the summary of the Federalist number 2. This one, again, was written by John Jay. So stay tuned for the summary of Federalist number 3, and we have another channel called Tarpeian Archives, where we uploaded a video of us reading the full text of Federalist number 2. We are an educational nonprofit, so all donations go to educators who are tirelessly gathering documents, writing summaries, making videos, and most of our work is published on our website. Please check that out. So if you think the work that we do promotes American history and civics, please consider donating to us today. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video.